Hey, it's Mitch. Okay, so then rather like the normal talking head videos you normally see me do all the time, I want to actually dive deeper and deep into my brain and pull out what I believe is the most powerful formula in the world for getting a prospect or potential customer in front of you, either on the phone or in person, so you can sell to them. So I'm confident this formula is the best because I've watched it work in my own life again and again. It's resulted in millions of dollars in documented revenue. So, okay, listen. In this secret group here, it's all about actual sales. We aren't here to worry about marketing, the customer experience, what happens after they buy, or any of that stuff. We're solely concerned with the actual act of persuasion and getting you good fast. So before I get into the training and the meat of this video, let me ask you a question. Are you tired of buying training products, courses, and all of that kind of things? You know, the new thing, the new opportunity that's getting peddled by gurus, but you're not getting traction, and you end up being in the same place as you were before. Are you afraid of that? Because maybe you're trying to start or grow an online business. Maybe you're trying to get traction with an MLM, or maybe you just want to work your way up the ladder in your current career, and you would love to have the social skills and the sales skill to be able to get your way in life and make awesome things happen in your life. So the truth is that almost nobody wants to tell you is that all these gurus with the next awesome product or strategy, and what they honestly don't want you to know is, secretly, they virtually all work. Okay, the systems usually work. The problem is that we don't, metaphorically and physically, right? So why don't we work like crazy? Why isn't our foot on the gas, pedal to the metal all the time? See, the problem is because the foot is on the gas, but the foot's also on the brake. Why? Because we aren't 100% clear and confident, right? We don't give it our all. So we're hitting the gas, we're also hitting the brake at the same time. It's like if you don't really believe you'll win in a race, are you really going to run your heart out till you almost faint and puke? No, you're probably not even going to show up to the race or even enroll in the first place. Gretzky says you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And the reason we don't take those shots that we should is that we're afraid. And we're afraid because we don't feel we have enough information to confidently make the moves that we know we need to make. Because if you understand clearly what to do, you know exactly what to do, coming from either direct experience or someone you know who is good, and you could clearly remember the moments that you actually need it, then you'd use it and become more successful, right? Of course you would. So right now I'd like to give you that clarity. I'd like to show you a formula. This is a clear way to begin the sales process because, I'll be honest here again, all the strategies and tactics to build rapport, trust, all the languaging, overcoming objections, closing, and everything involved with the sales presentation itself is completely and utterly useless to you unless you have the person right in front of you, right? Either on the phone or in person. So it makes sense to talk about how to do that before anything else, right? So how do you get a lead to meet up with you, either by phone or in person? And listen, this is the last time I'm going to caveat this, okay? The principles equally apply to both the same. So in order to answer this question, we need to start with another question. Now, the question is, what are the reasons they wouldn't want to meet up with you? Isn't that a much better question to ask? Because once you figure that out, then you can figure out how to best get in front of them. So, and here are the 4 answers. Number 1, they don't want what you're selling or alluding to. Number 2, they're afraid of having their time wasted. Number 3, they're afraid of sales pressure and awkward feelings. And number 4, they don't trust you or know who you are yet. Now, we will assume whoever you're selling to, you've qualified them and you know that they want what you're selling, okay? So therefore, 1 shouldn't exist to you if you've done your job properly. And secretly, number 4 doesn't really matter either, okay? They don't care. They don't know if they don't trust or know you yet. That's not a big deal to them as long as the want for the thing that you have is big enough. So we're really, really left with the 2, okay? Which is time being wasted and sales pressure is the 2 reasons why I don't want to meet with you. Now, you need to know that there are 3 different approaches here, okay? There are cold prospects, people who've never heard of you before, warm prospects, people who have kind of heard from you, and hot prospects. Okay, cold prospects don't know anything about you. There's zero trust or rapport. Warm is maybe an introduction or referral from someone the prospect trusts, and they're open to hearing what you're offering. Okay, now hot is when someone knows, likes, and trusts you already somewhat on some level, and they're already interested in what you have to say. Now, right now, I'm only going to talk about hot prospects basically for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the lowest hanging fruit that you can pick from right now and begin making money from immediately. And number 2, it's the easiest of 3 to actually screw up, okay? And that's counterintuitive. Okay, so let's do this. Someone who is a hot prospect is Someone who knows who you are, likes you, and knows the value that you offer and has reached out to you. The problem you run into, and the main reason you blow these types of leads, and everyone really blows these types of leads all the time, is because you're too relaxed with them. Okay, you assume too much familiarity. You assume that they want your stuff too much. So know this: I want you to treat them like cold prospects. Okay, why? Because you still don't know them, actually. And furthermore, the sales process, and I say process, is universal. And we're talking about flipping the evolutionary and DNA switches here, and they're the same regardless of who you're talking to. The mistake is thinking that just because they're a hot prospect, they're easier to sell. Now, they may be, but thinking that will cause you to be loose in your pitch and to make mistakes, and you'll skip some of the things that will create irresistible urge to buy now. Will create those evolutionary switches in order to create that enough desire to buy now. So, since the only two real reasons they don't buy now from you, if they're a hot prospect or they know who you are, is because they're afraid of being pressured into a sale and they're afraid of having their time wasted, we still need to overcome these two things. Now, there is a secret formula to overcoming these two powerful forces. I figured it out. I'm not the only one, but I'm going to share it with you right now. The formula is BAC plus SP plus SO minus R plus TA plus SC equals sales meeting. Now, I'll repeat that so you can write it down with me. BAC plus SP plus SO minus R plus TA plus SC equals sales meeting. Now, there's one more abbreviation. It's called SI. Okay, you can write that down. That's your back pocket trump card, and I'll talk about that at the very end. Now, BAC is the very first thing in the formula. That is big ass claim. Okay, a benefit. That is the main irresistible thing that they want, that your product provides. Okay, they don't want features. Okay, they don't want the phone number of a beautiful woman. They want an amazing girlfriend. Okay, the number is the feature that can lead to the benefit of having an amazing girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? So tell them the main benefit that they'll get that your product provides, without describing the product first. Tell them the main benefit they can have. Next is SP, okay? Plus SP. SP is to solve the problem. See, to show them that you can help them achieve their number one benefit is half the battle. You need to also spell out and tell them that you can solve their biggest problem. Even if the main benefit, which it should, solve the big problem that they have, you still have to spell out that you'll solve that problem for them. You need to say both, okay? That's pretty simple. The next thing is SO. Okay, that stands for specific offer. You need to have the respect and the knowledge to tell them how much time you want to spend with them and how. Okay, time, place, and length. Tell them exactly what you want from them. You want exactly 21 minutes from them on Thursday. Okay, remember, specificity equals trust and believability. The less specific you are, the more that you're loose with your lips, and the more that what you say will kind of glide off them like water off a duck's back. Okay, specificity equals trust and believability. Be precise in your asking. Okay, it shows you're responsible, precise, valuable, and respect their time and yours as well. The next thing you want to do is minus the R. Okay, R stands for risk. Now, this is a given, but I want to remind anyone who doesn't know this and get this on a deep, visceral level. In any sales interaction or business deal, one side of the party is always asking to assume or more of all of the risk in a purchase. Now, you as a business owner, you want to make that meeting happen, right? You're going to them, right? So as a pursuer, shouldn't you be making sure that the risk is all on your shoulders? After all, you're the one asking them to do something in the first place. So you want to remove all their barriers to buying. And the way you do that is you remove all the risk from meeting with you. How? By not only mitigating and removing that risk, but by completely reversing the risk. The way you do that is by offering them some sort of protection or guarantee that their time won't be wasted. Okay? Or there will have no sales pressure. And the way that you would do that is to pay for their time if they feel it was wasted, either in money or gifts or food or otherwise, okay? But some sort of value, okay? It's a guarantee, but not on the sale, but on the meeting itself. If they feel the two objections that they have, what the main objections they have, whether it's subconscious or conscious, their time being wasted or sales pressure, are true, then you will give them X dollars amount of value, which is in larger proportion to what they're used to getting for that same amount of time, right? If that person makes $40 an hour and you offer them $500 for 30 minutes of their time, if it was a waste of their time, it's a no-brainer, because worst case scenario, they make more per hour with you sitting and listening to your sales pitch than they do normally any part of their lives, okay? And all they have to do is listen to you. And you always up this depending on the type of person you're talking to and how much their hour is worth or how much their time is worth, okay? So that's the way you do that. Now TA stands for takeaway in the formula. Simply meaning you want to simply state who this meeting is for and who it's not. The secret here is to state that it's for the person. Now I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this very slowly. The secret is, as a takeaway, is to state that your offer for a meeting is for the person that you know they secretly want to be and they're striving to be, and is not for the person that they already are but are unhappy with. You may want to rewind that and listen to it a million times. Now, the last step is SC, and that stands for scarcity. Now, the truth is, all humans, including yourself, the truth is we're all lazy, okay? And furthermore, we'll only act until we have to. So what does that mean for you? Because people will generally put things off till the very last second, you need to decide for them when that last second will be for them and count them down. This is simply done by putting a cap on the number of meetings or a specific date your calendar is open for. Now, there are many more ways to create scarcity, but these are enough for now, and these are all you really need. Okay, and that's it. Listen, if you're running into resistance using this formula, and you know that they're qualified, right? You know they want your product, okay, and you use all those things above, and they're still not budging on the meeting. Now, they may just be an anomaly. They may just be weird, but there is one trump card you can pull out of your pocket, and that is the status card. Okay. Now, this is a long story, but I'm going to keep it short just for this video. If someone is qualified and ready to meet, and you've hammered them with the formula, and the only step to do next, okay, if they're not doing it, besides time and exposure to your expertise, which is sometimes what they may need, is to hit them with the status card. See, to keep it quick, if someone believes they will lose public face or status in their own life, they will not meet with you and they will not buy. Okay, if they believe that their status will increase by exposing themselves to your opportunity, buying or not, you're golden. And how you do this is actually kind of simple. You tell them at the very least, by meeting with you, they will come out smarter and better for have spoken with you due to the connections that you have or the information that you have about a certain industry or opportunity. Okay, if you can frame it as two cool people chatting about something they can learn about, or you can frame the entire interaction as education, that they'll become a better person that by talking to you about this, then you can get them to meet with you. So obviously I have many more secrets, and we can go on to many more secrets about the nuances and the subtle nuances of cold leads, warm leads, and hot leads, but this should help you for now.